Heyo and good happy Friday everyone, my name is Forever2 and welcome back to Reverse 1999 for another part of the event of the Chronicles of Uluru London Dawning. Now, just about a few days ago, or at least one day or yesterday ago, the new character banner is out already, and it is about our precious knocker-upper, Flutterpage, who apparently has the power to control wind, and fly as well. And of course, what I'm going to be doing today is, you can guess it, another story about Flutterpage. Welcome to Night Escapades on Cross Street. Now, Flutterpage, or Liberti, Little Miss, why? Why so many names, oh my? And still, I wonder why, ask why. Wow, that is a mouthful. So, I will be doing her character story as well. So, before I actually want to do that, I want to try to pull for her character banner and see if I can get her within the amount of pulls I have today. If I don't, I wouldn't be lucky anyway. So, let's go ahead and go for a banner. The banner is called the Book of Wise, which is, what a weird thing to say. And, yeah, it looks like she's a star affiliate. And I only got enough for probably about 40 pulls. Maybe. So I got 4 tries in this one. So, let's see if I can get lucky in this one. Alright, so I got Brimley. Try number 2. And, nope. And third time is not the charm. Brimley again. Brimley again. 70. Alright, I'll just buy 2 for these for now. Yeah. Okay. So, as always, we got about 8 stages, I believe. So, let's go ahead and start with Bird Companion. Months from now, flyers of the Uluru Games will be drifting in the wind, bringing long-awaited good news to the city shrouded in thick fog. But the locals know nothing of it yet, including Liberty Grove. In East London, she finishes her knocker-upper work for the morning and makes her way home, once more, on her own. Before she makes a stop beneath the faithful Eve. Oh, is she just chirping? Oh. It sucks that I couldn't pull for this one, but yeah. I just realized the patterns on her rags are birds. Yeah. And is she trying to talk to a bird though? Aww. She is such an innocent. Their cross-species interaction takes place on the corner. Its participants oblivious to any onlookers, yet inevitably catching their eyes. What is? It's Little Miss Y. Is she trying to talk with that bird? Not surprised. 2 odd birds together. You ain't half wrong. The children burst into laughter, roughhousing as they leave. Liberty looks back to the little blue bird on Eve's once again.
Don't pay them no mind.
They're just like that. Could be they're onto something again. Though my bird talk is a bit rusty, and you don't speak English neither, do ya? Clocked you hanging about a while ago. Been following me, have you? You fancy us being mates?
If
you're trying to say yes, then let's get a move on, eh? I'm gonna try to do this in one video, by the way, like I always do with character stories. Shh, keep it down. Mom don't care for being disturbed while she's working. She'll go on a proper rampage. Just like this.
Just like this.
Oh, try to slip in through the window, right? Blimey, you actually came. So I was right. You do want to be mates. Fancy some bread? It's all I've got for supper. Let's share it. Here, I'll break off some bits for you. The bird hops forward, peering over the bread with its beady black eyes before turning away.
Why?
What's wrong? Don't care for bread?
Oh.
A bit dry, ain't it? Hang on, I'll fetch you out some water. Liberty turns to find her father leaning on the door frame, rubbing his forehead, a tired look on his face.
Liberty.
You're back. You up, Dad? Why are you rubbing your head? Still got a sore noggin? Her father came home late last night, knocking on the door in a drunken haze, and now looks as though he has only just rolled out of bed. Every night before his day off, he drinks with his coworkers until the last drop's been drunk. Liberty has never been fond of the sharp scent of alcohol clinging to her father, but she knows he isn't fond of it himself. Her father says nothing in response.
Who are you talking to?
My new mate, see? Liberty moves aside, introducing her father to the tiny guest standing on the windowsill. You don't mean the bird, do ya? What am I going to do with you, girl? Why can't you be more like the other little nuns on the street, you know? Behave a bit more proper. They don't go off talking to birds all day. They go out and play with each other instead.
But
I don't like playing with them. Unsociable. That's what your teachers call you. Now I warned you already. You can't go on acting like this and do strange things.
what do you mean, strange things?
Exactly. You always got a mouth back to me, eh?
But I still don't get it.
I wasn't mouthing off, Dad. I just don't see why. The door inside is flung wide open, hitting the wall with a loud thud.
Shush!
Mommy's home. Oh, God. Must you two make such an awful racket? The true head of the Grove household stands in the doorway, exuding a silent, threatening aura. The pair go quiet at once.
Sorry.
You know that while you're all having fun at school, I'm working myself to the bone, don't ya? From the second I open my eyes, it's not but sewing and weaving for me, all day long. I'm gonna make myself blind from all this work. So all I want is a bit of peace! Is that too much to ask? Father and daughter bow their heads, silently saying a quiet prayer that this storm might pass over them. However, the storm has other ideas. Mother's gaze suddenly hardens, fixing Anne in place. Liberty watches in confusion as he steps closer, inch by inch, until she finally stops at the windowsill, staring in disbelief at the half-eaten bread and the little bird perched nearby. What were you thinking, Liberty? Feeding your bread to a bleeding bird? It's only a bit of my supper, and I don't mind sharing. It's just that she's my new mate, and I just thought I'd give her something. Oh, don't mind sharing, do we? Miss Liberty Grove, you're our own little Lady Bountiful, giving out our bread to the poor little bird.
We don't work as hard as we do for you to feed your bird!
And it flies away. Liberty's new friend flits away from the window. A little disloyal, perhaps, but Liberty knows she can't be blamed. Ease up. I'm sure Liberty knows what she did wrong, and she won't be doing it again, will she?
Liberty.
How about you go and fetch next week's shopping? Lend a hand around here, eh? Go get some money from your sister. I wrote the shopping list in a blank spot on the newspaper. Here. Right here. Go on. Off you trot. The shopping list is shoved into Liberty's hand, and she is pushed out of the door. Unfortunately for her, council house doors are not known for their soundproofing. That girl can't keep That girl can't keep carrying on like this. You've got to talk some sense into her. I've told her time and time again. And does she never ever listen? Yeah. I mean, I guess it was during that time that there's not much work here and not much money to go around. Lots of poor people going on. It's bad. And the fog is not helping. The litting bird of a sound of a bird reaches her ears from above. Liberty looks up, her smile returning once more. Waiting for me, were you? Thanks. I was in need of some cheering up after all that.
Sorry.
I hope they didn't give you too much of a fright. They ain't always so cross. I'm off to find Sarah, my sister. She's usually down here with her union lot. You could wait with me if you like. Satisfied by the bird's answer, Liberty heads up to the stairs. Just as she is about to knock, a large, broad-shouldered worker stops her.
Hey!
What you think you're doing? This ain't no playground, girlie. The worker eyes Liberty suspiciously. To him, she's just another little mischief maker sneaking around and stirring up trouble. That is until he hears the name of another grown-up. I'm here for Sarah. Right, I remember you. The little sister, ain't ya? Hang on then. I'll fetch her. He motions toward Liberty, wordlessly impressing that she should stay by the entrance. I don't like it much in there. Everyone's got faces redder than slap backsides. Waiting at the door, she and the bird resume their friendly chatter.
I think...
Sarah's proper clever, and I do look up to her. Only, sometimes I think she don't much care for me. Mom and Dad were saying that Sarah's running for union leader, and if she wins, then she might move away. If she leaves, then I won't get to see much of her anymore. I don't know if that make me feel chuffed or gutted, but just thinking about it makes me feel a bit funny inside. The little bird perched above tilts its head and flutters down, landing softly on Liberty's drooping shoulder. Oi, what do you like? It tickles. Yeah, tired. By the way, sorry about the bread. I hoped you'd get a bit more than you did. And I was planning to introduce you to Ollie. Suppose you'll have to wait until next time. Liberty and her avian companion wait at the stoop of the doorway. For a long while, a touch of boredom begins to set in. Oh, I know. How about I show you a bit of magic? You all for that? She reaches into her pocket for the half sheet of newspaper. She flattens it carefully, pinches in the corner, making the entire sheet stand upright. Watch close now.
Stop!
What are you doing? A hardened hand, thick with calluses, seizes Liberty's wrist, sending the shopping list tumbling to the ground. You really doing that again? How many times have we... Again and again. Don't do that. Oh, she was only... You haven't been doing that little trick of yours around town, have you? Trying to get some attention, showing off to your schoolmates, your friends? I haven't. You'd better not have. Sarah fixes Liberty with a hard look, then finally lets go of her reddened fist. Remember this now. Don't go causing trouble for our family.
That ain't true.
I ain't causing no trouble. I'm doing my part as a knocker-up, aren't I? Aye, very impressive. And you know what I was doing at your age? Working 4 jobs and all. That was after the war. Before then, well, you don't know nothing about how rough it was then. I was younger than you are now, but I still made sure I was always seen and not heard. You've no idea how hard we had to work to get us here. Liberty's head drops once again. The bird nudges her cheek with its wing, and once more Liberty lifts her head.
Why?
Why do you always do that? Why are you always going on about how things used to be? And why do you always tell me not to use that? You wouldn't understand even if I explained. Just remember what I've told you. You'll appreciate it when you're older.
I don't get it.
It's always when you're older. But why that the way it has to be? If you've got all the answers, why don't you just tell me now?
How is it you come up with so many questions? There's no why.
There is a why. A few passerbys begin to glance their way. Sarah clears her throat and speaks more quietly. Enough. I've no time for your usual nonsense. Just tell me what you're up to. Without a word, Liberty reaches onto her pocket and hands over the shopping list with a bended head. The shopping, is it? Well, it does need doing. Her sister frowns as she digs into her pocket and counts out the coins one by one. Here, this should do. If the shopkeeper says it's short, you tell him he can forget about trying to charge us more. And if there's any change, you bring it right back. No sweets, understand? After giving her strict instructions, Sarah heads back inside, pulling the heavy door shut behind her. I won't use it for...
I won't?
Yeah, she won't use it for sweets. Honest. Still, she plans to go to Mr. Lorry's shop later, but she has to go home after the shopping's done. For the time being, she has no desire to head home. Yeah, harsh head. Alright, so that was a long freaking stage here. Maybe. So, on to the next one. Stolen name? Onward. And I'm gonna mute my mic some of it because I ate dinner. So there's our friend Bird here. Liberty makes her way down to the lake. Her little bird friend fluttering along beside her. Still trying to cheer me up, eh?
Oh.
But I'm alright, really. Just give us a moment. I'll be right as rain in a tick. Every child has their own secret hideaway, and whenever Liberty feels the urge to slip away, she finds her way here. Many legends surround this spot. The grown-ups warn the dreadful Jenny Green's Teeth, who drags careless children into the lake to meet a watery end. They also say mischievous fairies roam the area, stealing prized possessions from unwary children. They also say. As she thinks about it, Liberty realizes she's never actually encountered any of these creatures. Maybe they're nothing more than scary stories dreamt up by adults to keep their kids from straying too far away. In which case, this quiet little haven really is all hers. A place no other children would try to claim, where Liberty can spend her time in peace before heading home for supper. Liberty sits by the lake, pulling out the shopping list her father gave her, and then, look, a little fold here, and it's done. Look at that, a little bird just like you. And like looking in a mirror it is. Yeah, it's happy.
I want to be like you.
Then I could fly off somewhere else.
Might be.
Somewhere else. There's an exciting adventure waiting for me. Far away from all these worries.
Could you?
Take me home? Take me there? Fair enough. Suppose that's asking a bit too much from a little thing like you. I was only teasing. Remember me saying I wanted to introduce you to Ollie? He's a bird too. Just how happens to be a rooster, that's all. See, people ain't too keen on Ollie's crowning and waking him up in the morning. So I keep with him down in the cellar. Ollie always wakes me up bright and early, and then I go ahead and wake everyone else up, tapping on folks' windows with a pole right when I'm supposed to. As she reaches this point, Liberty's voice falters, her hands slacken, and the little paper bird sags in her grip.
But
I'm trying to feeling weight gain as her energy wanes. But let me tell you a little secret. If I'm being straight, I don't really need Ollie to wake me up. Kipping with him in the cellar just makes me feel more like home, you know? Mom, Dad, and even Sarah, I know they love me, and I love them too, but sometimes they're just, well, they're like what you saw.
I don't get it.
Why we can't all have a good laugh together now and then? We might not have much, but we could still be happy with what we got, couldn't we? What'd you reckon, eh? Silence settles around her. Liberty's new friend has vanished without a trace. Oh well. Cheerio for now. Coulda said a proper goodbye first. Wouldn't have killed you. So back on my lonesome again. Liberty stretches out her arms and legs, sinking into the soft grass. Feeling the breeze drift across her cheek, she imagines herself as a paper page, ready to be carried off by the flutter of the wind. Hang about. What's that? High among the tree branches above her, there is something lurking hidden in the leaves. Yeah! Oof! A gust of wind lifts her skirt, and Liberty lets go of the branch, landing softly on the ground. You were tucked right out of size up there. I hope I said it right. Good thing I don't mind climbing trees. Let's have a butcher's. What we've got here? Don't open me. A pouch. Someone must have left it up there. It says...
Oh.
I gotta say, this is a proper clever. Because I figure it just said open me. Well, then I never open it. That'd be too obvious.
If...
It said don't open me, I'd still think twice. It's a bit on the nose, ain't it? But this... Don't open me. Nicely done. I'll bite. Did she open it? Hello? Are you alright? Why are you sleeping here? Wake up. Oh? What just happened? Morning. That was a lovely nap. Oh, hold on. When did I nod off? Is it nighttime already? Still drowsy, Liberty wakes herself up, springing up from the soft grass and glancing around in a daze at the girl standing beside her.
I do apologize.
I hope I'm not interrupting, but this isn't the safest spot for a nap, you know. Hasn't anybody warned you? Who are you? People say crafty fairies wander about out here, waiting to swipe your most precious possessions when you aren't watching. It's you. The girl is one of the few children she's seen out in these woods. They waved in passing before, yet never even told each other names. I didn't think anyone who comes out here would believe all that. But they're all real. Blue Caps, Jack Frost, the Gert Dog, Pistosaurs, Black Anis, any free one of them. Though most of them aren't nearly as nasty as they say. You do get the odd troublemaker. You might want to have a look if you're missing something. Let's have a look then. Purse, shopping list. Yep, all here. I've lost nothing. Isn't this yours? The girl pulls a very familiar pouch from her pocket. Its label dispels any lingering doubt. No, I found it up in a tree. Hang on, I remember now. It was right as I opened that pouch I got all drowsy. But doesn't it say don't open me on it?
Yes.
And who could resist opening a bag that says don't open me? Come on now. Anyone with common sense. I suppose you have got a point. The girl hands over the pouch. Liberty takes it. But this is so curious. It's the perfect sort of trap a pesky fairy would leave. Are you absolutely sure nothing's missing? I don't think so. Well, alright then, if you say so. Don't you think you ought to get back? You're always home before sunset, but it's well past that now. You're right. I've still got to do the weekly shop. And I'm in for a proper earful tonight. But wait, how'd you know that? The girl clears her throat, looking somewhat bashful. I always sneak a peek at you when you come around here, because you could do that too, can you? That? You mean... It takes only a second for Liberty to comprehend what the girl is talking about. Sarah's scolding echoes in Liberty's mind, yet the strange girl looks at her with such expectant eyes. Wanna see? Oh, she can't wait, really? The echoes are gone the next second.
Of course.
She really wants to fly. This ought to do. Though her little blue bird friend is nowhere to be seen, the paper bird Liberty made remains close at hand. She lifts it gently from the grass, resting it in the center of her open palm. Watch carefully. Ha! Liberty throws the paper bird into the air. At that moment, the wind rises. A gust ruffles Liberty's dress and dances lightly through the girl's soft hair. The little bird flies upward. Wow, you called up the wind, just like that.
Yes.
But it only works on paper or cloth, and only with light stuff. I can't budge nothing heavy. So you're saying you never lifted yourself up and try to fly? That's the long and short of it. I can't fly, at least not yet. That's a shame. Still, though, what can you do is impressive. All the same, just think there's probably no one who can throw a paper plane further than you. Liberty blinks a few times as she mulls over the ocean. Got a point there. Never thought of it like that. We'll have to try next time. But promise me you'll keep mum about this. Alright? My sis don't want me doing this in front of people.
Of course.
I'll keep quiet. But what's the fuss anyway? We were just flying a paper bird. I reckon it's 'cause she's worried I'll end up in trouble.
I don't get it.
To be honest, there's no why. Yeah, there's no why. Sarah said, maybe she's right. Since there's no answer, there ain't no point stressing it. The grown-ups sussed that out ages ago, so that's why they don't bother asking. Maybe it's time I grew up a bit, stopped thinking so much about all these silly little things. Be sensible, eh? Liberty gazes out over the calm lake in the distance, letting silence briefly rule this small, secret place.
But I still don't get it. Why is it there's no why?
As Liberty questions hangs in the air, a fleeting moment follows, the only sound a gentle whisper of the breeze over the lake. The girl opposite Liberty blinks at last a smile spreads across her face. I'm not sure if it's a typo or not. It just messed me up a bit. I'm a little tired. Why is it there's no why? A bit of a tongue twister, that is, still. Yeah, I might just know someone who can answer that question. What? Really?
Of course.
I know someone. Everyone calls her the administrator, and she knows the answer to everything. Maybe we could ask her someday. The answer to everything? Sounds a bit dodgy. How does she pull that off? Do you reckon she knows that what I had for supper last night? Of course she does. Of course she does. One time she even told me the 5th letter on the 3rd line of page 20 in my favorite book. From fairies snatching away belongings to a mysterious woman with all the answers, Liberty's new friend seems to live in a world full of fantastical marvels. Well, I have to say I'm intrigued. What do you say we meet up here tomorrow after school? You're on. I'll be right here right on time. It doesn't take long for the two of them to agree on their next venture.
They call me Lamplighter.
What should I call you? So your name is Lamplighter. I'm guessing you might be a new character at some point? I don't know.
My name is Liberti.
What the? She begins to speak, yet the words stall in her lips. The sounds poised to come to life simply fade away. Hold on a second. Name is what? Wait a minute, did the fairies steal her name? I don't know. If nothing's stolen, possessions. A name can also be a precious thing. Oh, come on. Is that why she's called Flutterpage?
Wait. What?
What is my name? Oh no, this is a good news. Now we know what those pesky fairies stole after all. They stole your name. I gotta figure that. Wow. Little bastards. No wonder this is called Stolen Name. Alright. Cross Street it is. Alright, Cross Street it is. And I bet her parents are gonna be pissed off. That's not good at all.
Pardon?
You mean those fairies nicked me own name? Under normal circumstances, she'd say the whole situation was entirely daft. Yet such concerns are far from her mind in this moment. That's right. And now that night's fallen, it is on its way. No sooner does she finish speaking than the dark woods in the distance start to seethe and shift. There is something in the darkness. A sense of dread fills the girl who has lost her name. What's that?
It's the Bananock.
Bananock? It's a murderous beast, one of which unfortunately goes after anyone who doesn't have a name. You have got to be... Yeah, what? Darkness begins to engulf their surroundings. The moon's light disappears completely, surrendering the world to black something. The scene unfolds too suddenly, denying the girl a moment of her voice. It's coming right for us. We need to get out of here now. Lamplighter grabs the girl's arm and pulls her along, as the hollow, terrifying roars of the darkness echo close behind. I couldn't even finish reading most of those things. I told you guys I'm not that fast of a reader. Things can't get much worse than this. Those mischievous fairies have really gone too far this time. This way, quick. We can't let the Bananok catch up to us. So the path upward is blocked with a red marker. You'll have to take the path to the east. Drag Flutterpage along grid lines to move forward. So there's a gray marker on the eastern path signaling that it needs to be lit. Send your little bird to the lamp to light the way forward. The little bird will stay on the lamplight for a while. You'll have to approach and retrieve it before you can use it again. We need to check every landmark to find your name, except for the street lamps. You only need to visit those if you want to retrieve your little bird. Again, drag Flutterpage along grid lines to move forward, or move around. Alright. Hang on. Okay. I'm not sure why I need to pick up my bird. Good thing I still remember how to run. Almost there. Through that cave. And we'll be back to the streets.
Huh?
Cave? She can't recall ever seeing a cave like this around here. But there's no time for her to think about that now. She follows Lamplighter headlong into the pitch-black passage. Unsurprisingly, the cave is dark. So dark that she cannot see her hand in front of her face. She treads carefully through the lightless passage. The inky blackness wraps around her like a viscous liquid until she's unable to make out even where the ground is, no matter how hard she stares. Damn it, it's my mouse not going forward again. So, the creature of darkness, Bananok, the name Lamplighter called out in distress, now echoes in her mind. Lamplighter, it's pitch black in here. I can't see my own hands. The girl instinctively calls in the direction of her friend's fading steps. Oh, my mistake. Just a moment. A single clear knock resounds, and the darkness is swept away. Wow.
Wow.
You've got a lamp. I'd completely forgotten about that thing. That's why they call me Lamplighter. This little light of mine helps me guide people along. But this teensy bit of light won't scare the Bananok. Let's make a run for the street. Come on. Lamplighter takes her in hand, and the two girls break into a dash once more. This time, a soft glow illuminates the ground ahead, allowing them to run without fear of falling. The girls keep running and running on for what feels like an eternity, until, at last, the darkness seems to have shrunk far behind them. The path ahead clears, and an incredible street filled with illuminated wonders stretches out before them. And I'm blind. What is this? Friendly merchant says, new wares just in! Step right up, corn, dollies, strong as they come, for harvesting your spuds and keeping the undead at bay. 50 sharper donkeys for a ride. Oh, who is in the market for a bit of sorrow? Freshly bottled whales, any kind you like and made to measure. Keep up, girls. You'll be late for class. Oi, put that down. If you think we're buying that, you can think again. Read all about it. Victoria's playground bully, Scone, the scoundrel known to harass little bugbears for their pocket money, finally nabbed by the girt dog of Annerdale. The street teems with life, and the stalls overflow with curios she's never seen before, as strange creatures of all shapes and sizes hurry past. The critter calls out to the would-be customers. Beyond him, a chatty lamp of coal, a timid ghost, a trundling family of beasts, and a strange plant selling newspapers on the corner. Little lights chase each other around and round along the rooftops, and back down again to a bear swigging a drink from a honey jar. As the scarecrow knits... Y'all read it.
Am I?
Y'all read it. I can't keep up.
This is Crisscross Street.
Crisscross Street. Haven't you never been here before? Mean Mom says Cross Street's where all the Arcanists hang around. She don't want me mixing up with them. So she keeps me well away from here.
Wow.
But I've never heard of all these sorts of living on Cross Street. You sure we're on the right road?
Of course.
We are. Critters have called this place home since before anyone can remember. Only thing is, it looks different to each person who enters it. Most folks can't manage to find their way into this Cross Street. And it's even harder if there's no one to guide you. Follow me. Lamplighter leads the now nameless girl down the marvelous street ahead of them, accepting all sorts of peculiar treats from the magical vendors and stuffing them into their friends' hands. The critters offer kind greetings to Lamplighter and to the nameless girl, her mouth full of treats, and as she waves back with a stuffed smile.
Huh?
But that ain't that banana nut still coming after us? No. They ran it off this street a long time ago. I can't say I've seen it myself, but everyone knows it hunts down any children they've lost their names. A truly wicked thing. Oh yeah, my name.
Why?
How does a fairy go on nicking someone's name? I mean, how's that even work? And if I ain't got any name, what's that make me then? Can't say I know, to be honest. Suddenly, a spark of inspiration lights up in Lamplighter's eyes. But I know just who would. Remember the lady I said that I'd introduce you to? She's the administrator of the Cross Street Library, the most respected, fair, and knowledgeable person in the street. She knows everything. She'll definitely know what to do. Follow me. Although, what should I call you in the meantime, eh?
Yes.
I suppose it won't do going around without a name, will it? Maybe a nickname. Damn it, I am yawning the storm here. Maybe a nickname will do for the time being. That way people won't have to keep shouting, "Oi, the girl who lost her name," whenever they see me. Haha, brilliant idea. Let's see. How does Flutterpage sound to you? So this is where she gets her name? Flutterpage? That's right. I got the idea from watching you arcane skill fluttering around that page. I think it suits you perfectly. It reminds me of a sweet bird. Do you have any paper? The paper bird is pulled out once again. Lamplighter unfolds it and neatly writes the new name at the bottom of the shopping list. Flutterpage. That ain't half bad. Right then, Flutterpage it is. I'll stick with that till I remember who I really am. Just so then, I'll call you Flutterpage. They finally reach the foot of a grand 5-story building. Lamplighter pushes on the large creaking door. Before them stretches a sea of books, cascading from overload shelves and pooling across the floor, claiming every inch of space. Hello, Miss Administrator. Where are you? I've got a friend with some questions for you. Aha. Let's see who we have here. A muddle-headed little scatterbrain who's gone and lost her name. High above, a voice rings out, prompting Flutterpage to peer up toward the rafters. There on the shelves, atop a teetering pile of books, a woman sits shrouded in shadow, her face hidden from sight. Hello, miss.
But...
You must be the administrator. But there's one thing I should mention first. The reason I went and gave myself a new name is so people wouldn't call me things like what you just called me. If you really know the answer to everything, you should have known that already. Indeed, I did know, but that doesn't change the fact that you are, in fact, a muddle-headed little scatterbrain. Come on, Administrator, don't wind her up. Since you already know everything, could you tell us what should we do next? First and foremost, she should find her name without delay. Otherwise, well, first things first, little scatterbrain, think carefully. What did you eat last night?
Why?
What's that got to do with anything? Well, I had... Strange. I can't really remember. I see. Exactly as I thought. Without a name, you'll start to forget your past. Then, soon enough, you'll lose your identity altogether. The banana won't let a tasty little morsel like you slip away, so it looks like you're stuck on the street. Unless you intend on becoming its next meal, that is. For a moment, Flutterpage is left speechless. Deep down, a sliver of doubt remains. Could all this simply be a dream? Still, the fact that she can't remember her own name or what she ate is undeniable. Whether dream or reality, she must face this head on. Alright, so what am I supposed to do now? Do you know where most people end up finding what they lost?
I suppose.
In their pockets, usually? Wouldn't you say? Not such a scatterbrain after all. Flutterpage's eyes widen as she reaches into her pocket, and sure enough, her fingers brush against something solid.
Oh.
This thing's been sitting in me pocket all along.
But
This can't be me name, right? Can it? I've searched it before, it's empty. Before Flutterpage can finish, the pouch in her hand suddenly begins to move.
what's this?
Yeah, sprightly luminous dots emerge from the seemingly empty pouch and drift into the air. They orbit Flutterpage, dancing around her with an eerie, serene glow. Fireflies? No, that's not it. These are... Upon seeing the gentle light of these tiny entities, a strange yet familiar sensation fills Flutterpage's heart. I remember now. Last night I had baked beans and vegetable soup. Wow.
Wow.
So then these little lights must be my name. The little glowing entities seem to understand Flutterpage's outburst and flit around her in two lively loops before slipping back into the "Don't Open Me" pouch. Once they've swiped the name, fairies always make a point of finding somewhere to hide it. Typically, they'll hide names in items others hold dear, making it all the more difficult for you to get it all back. But then leaving one part hidden on your person, while remaining oblivious, running around in circles, is exactly the sort of mischief they love most. Gotta admit, it's a clever trick. Pity on the poor sod that they've gone and played it on. Hang on a tick. When you said leaving one part hidden on your person, did you mean there's more to my name than just these little fellas? Naturally. Now, I see that your name consists of 7 letters, which means 6 are still missing. Mind you, these fragile little fragments won't last long once parted from their owner. You'd best retrieve them before dawn, otherwise...
Your name will be gone for good.
And with it, so too will your identity. I've got it.
I think...
My going home for a good telling off is gonna have to wait. Okay. Well, I just got back. It is now Friday, I believe. I'm sorry it took a little longer. I was busy with getting Senless on Zero and all this stuff. Plus, I was just sleeping. I don't know why. I felt so tired. So we're on New Friends, Old Friends, and I got some great news for you. I was at work, and I decided to be on the game for a bit. And I kind of took my chances with pulling for Flutterpage again, and I was very lucky that morning. I not only had 1 Flutterpage, but 2 Flutterpages. I was happy. I'm just good. Also, I didn't have any proof on that one, so I'm going to have to figure out how to upload the video. So here's a photo of it. And there's my only proof. So let's go ahead and get to stage 4. Alright, so I'll help you get your name back. Don't you worry. The administrator said those fairies have hidden parts of your name all over the place. Right? And the one you've got in your hand there should point us to where the others are hiding. Let's have a look. Seems it's pointing us over there, ain't it? North, eh? It must be pointing to the zombie graveyard, right? Off we go. Hang on. What did you say? Okay, so that is where we have to get to, right? get there, though. Oh, no. For now, let's click on this thing. Can I go here? Oh, right. That's gonna be a dizzy. Alright. Let's just start over. Let's think. We can't go that way. Yeah, this is gonna be a doozy, ain't it? Alright. This is gonna be hard as heck, isn't it? They're saying you have to do this all here and there, and I don't see it. I honestly don't see it. Yeah. Could I do this? No, I can't go past this. So what am I to do? What am I to do? Alright, let me think. I'll go all the way up here. Here. Ah, stupid brain. There was a... right. I was thinking of something else. There was a... Right.
Wow.
Right. There was like a blockage that I needed to put... Maybe because there was a paper plane or a paper bird that was blocking my way. I didn't think about it. It was like... something was blocking it. I had to transfer that thing to there. Okay, then I had to start it all. Then I had to go backwards, and yeah, follow past. So this is what a graveyard looks like at night. It's got that proper graveyardy feel down pat. That's for sure. You scared?
No.
No, mate. Is that
true then?
Yeah, there would be, zombies about. Of course, they're right under your feet. Keep it down, though. They'll all be resting at this time of year. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Together, the children navigate the silent field of gravestones, venturing deeper into the graveyard. Strange. I haven't spotted any of those lights, but they should be close by, right? Didn't the administrator say fairies like to hide names inside things people hold dear? To tell you the truth, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but surely there's someone around here who might know. Speak of the devil, there's someone right over there. Resting against the gravestone, a large, eerie silhouette heaves a sorrowful sigh. Excuse me, mister, but... Oh, he don't look like the chummiest of chaps now, does he? He ain't a zombie. That's woken up too early, is he? No, that's the Tomb Watcher. He isn't a zombie, just a bit odd. Though he's supposed to be already making his rounds at this time of night. What's keeping him?
But...
Maybe he knows something about me name. No harm in asking, I suppose. Flutterpage takes a deep breath, steadying her nerves as she prepares to approach the towering figure. Excuse me, sir. Could I... Sorry, Gov. I'll be off in a tick. Flutterpage gawks at the Tomb Watcher as he topples down from the gravestone, seeming more frightened than she is at their meeting. Oh. Wait, who are you?
Sorry.
If I gave you a fright, we're looking for something and was wondering if you might be able to lend a hand. This thing I'm looking for, it looks a bit like a firefly, but it's actually my name. As the words leave her mouth, Flutterpage realizes just how absurd this all sounds. As expected, the hulking figure pulls himself upright, glaring at Flutterpage, with suspicion at his menacing face edges closer.
Hearken, little one.
I don't know what this is all about, but if someone puts you up to taking the Mickey out of me, I'll... You're what? I'll...
If you say so.
I'll nothing. I'm just a big old nobody, ain't I? The Tomb Watcher slumps back against the gravestone with a long sigh, utterly defeated.
Why?
She defeated him with her cuteness. I don't know why. Why would you say something like that? Word is the banana nunk is back, so we set up a patrol. Everyone else is out making their rounds as we speak. But I can't help thinking, if I actually come face to face with the banana nunk, I was shaking in my boots just thinking about it. That's why I snuck out my part of the graveyard. I know I can't keep hiding, can I? I've got to get back, yeah? Back to me post. The Tomb Watcher wobbles to his feet, every step a battle against his trembling knees.
No.
I don't get it. Yeah, she doesn't get it. You're heading off back there. Didn't you just say you were scared? Oh, I'm scared, but that don't mean I can't just scalp her. I gotta face it. I ain't no coward. Yeah.
Why not?
Why can't you just leave? What do you mean? Flutterpage's tone is genuinely confused, prompting the Tomb Watcher and Lamplighter to exchange surprised glances.
I'm thinking...
If you're that scared, why don't you just get someone to cover for you? But I don't know what else. You say anything? What else you lot get up to around here? I reckon there must be plenty to do besides wandering about. What about sorting out meals for everyone? Fixing their clothes? Or even waking them up in the morning? That way you still be pulling your weight, wouldn't you? I can't do that. That's the kind of thing only a coward would do. They'd be out there patrolling, while I'd be stuck doing some fiddly little busy work. What's the matter? What's the matter, though?
That'll make me look strange. My friends will make fun of me.
No, it won't. I mean, let them say their things. It doesn't give them the right to put you down. I don't know what to say, to be honest.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no. Yeah, right, you're right, she's right.
I think...
They really ain't much good as friends at all. Real mates wouldn't treat you like that. Yeah, ain't that the truth? The Tomb Watcher falls into silence for a while, emitting a mixture of confusion and helplessness from behind his mask. Until at last, his shoulders slump gently. Maybe you're right. I shouldn't care what those lot think of me, should I? He lingers there, unmoving, head dropped on the spot, and then, with unexpected resolve, takes a deep breath.
Dash it all.
I ain't going, coward or not, who cares? Tough for that, love. I don't think I've ever felt this good in me life. Now, I don't have a clue about this thingamajig you're looking for, but... Feathers. You're welcome to have this, if you want it. A present? Oh, that's brilliant! Hold on, you made this yourself, didn't ya? She eyes the necklace made with feathers and pebbles, tied on with a common bow knot. Yeah, I did. Truth is, I've always been fond of making stuff like this, but everyone reckons it's full of softies.
Wow!
Don't be daft. It's well impressive, it is. Flutterpage takes the necklace and holds it against her neck, tilting her head as she visualizes wearing it. What you think? Reckon it suits me? Smashing! Proper smashing, love. Cheers for everything, and I mean it.
Why?
What are you thanking me for? You're the one who gave me a gift. It's me who should be thanking you.
Thank you.
Yeah. A smile from Flutterpage is like a shot to the heart. I don't know. She's a daughter. She's our daughter. Everyone calls her the daughter. She's deserves some love. Some hugs. Whatever. With a small smile that sneaks through from behind his monstrous mask, the Tomb Watcher departs with a wave as he vanishes into the shadows. You know, I reckon not many people would have thought like you just did. What are you getting at? Most people would try to push him into being brave, don't you think?
Why?
Why should he have to be brave if that ain't what he wants to be? Because, well, never mind. You know, I've got to say I've taken a liking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
But
It feels like I'm forgetting something important. Like your name? That's right, you certainly have. Oh yeah, my name! That's why we came here. But where could it be, eh? The Tomb Watcher's necklace begins to warm in her hand, and the fireflies fly out to dance around Flutterpage once more. The feathers.
this is...
The feathers. Another bit of your name. Did they come out from that necklace? Of course. Mr. Administrator did warn us that fairies liked hiding names in things people cherish. Looks like she was right once again.
Wow.
Doesn't matter if it ain't my first time seeing this. It's still bleeding amazing. Good news, anyway. I've snagged my second letter, haven't I?
So,
It leaves us with 5 more to find, huh?
why?
Why'd there have to be so many letters in my name? If it was something simple like me, we'd be done and dusted by now. Now that's a thought. Still, I've got a feeling we'd somehow find ourselves in a twist anyway. Let's pick up the pace. Remember, you've only got till dawn to put up your name back together. And strange enough, I actually recently got until dawn. Alright. Oh. Okay, so flowers and pebbles. Alright, so let's go, Flutterpage. We've got to keep looking for your name. So it looks like there's a bunch of paths that need illumination. We'll have to use our little bird to light them up one at a time. So each street lamp lights up a different path. Look at the letters at the bottom right of each icon to see which street lamp machine matches the right which path. Keep going, you're almost there. So we need to reach to A. We need to unblock A. Yeah. So let's see. Could it be that? Alright. Alright, we can't do that. Yeah. What if I do this instead? Or no? Hang on. Hang on. What if I do this? Okay, that path is unblocked. So we need to... Let me think. Okay, I can go there. Zero path. Wait a minute. What if I do this? Oh, I can actually... Okay, so... Right. Alright, let's go back here. Aha, Fervent is smart, I am smart. Alright, my brain was clocking in. Oh, gluttonous critters. I am not gonna... Okay. Dearest club members, let's see now. What do we get on our spread? What's here? Smoked salmon. Scones with blueberry jam. Chocolate and hazelnut cupcakes. Fantastic! Afternoon tea time. What else is there to nibble on? My voice is getting hurtful, and I think someone say, "Shut up! Stop sounding weird." Right. Deviled eggs. Pea soup. Pistachio macarons. Fantastic! Afternoon tea time. Wait, what? Nobody likes pea soup here. Get it gone. Get it out. Ah, yucky. Flutterpage and Lamplighter stare in disbelief at the unfortunate critter with the pea soups is seized and thrown out by the best.
Hey!
Hey, what a waste. Pea soup ain't my favorite eating either, but you shouldn't be chucking out good food like that. Those little things. They've always been like this. Don't let their size fool you. They're the wealthiest critters on all of Cross Street. Only the most scrumptious delights deserve a spot at our table. Sit down, sit down. All friends of the administrator are more than welcome to share in our feast. Share in our feast.
Thank you.
But we'll have to give it a miss this time. We're actually looking for something. It's... The gluttonous critters exchange looks of confusion and panic, cutting Flutterpage off before she can finish. What are you talking about? Something valuable? Don't look at us. We've got nothing like that here. Nothing like that. No. It's not valuable on its own, but it might be inside something you hold dear. Reckon you might have seen it. The critters huddled together and murmuring amongst themselves. You're after our dearest possession, aren't you? Aren't you?
No.
No. I'm just asking if you'd take a peek for me. Maybe what I'm after is hidden somewhere inside your dearest possession. Our dearest possession? Okay, we'll give it to you. Give it to you.
Huh?
They make her think like a thief. Oh, hell no. For a second, Flutterpage is stunned, but soon her expression softens into a bright smile.
Is that true then?
That's so nice of you. But you'll have to pay for it! In cash! In cash!
Oh.
Yeah. Cash. Flutterpage is stunned by the absurdity of it all. The huddle of plump critters stare at her expectantly. Alright. I suppose it's only fair. Can't just go around asking fivers for free. How much were you expecting? Clang clangs. Much obliged! Return anytime! Come back soon! Come back soon! I don't know if I can voice those things again. You know, I reckon you could bargain with those little critters. Well, it's a bit late to say that now, ain't it? Why didn't you say something earlier?
I do apologize.
I'm not very good at bargaining myself. Don't worry about it. I'm the one who messed up. Oh, don't you cry.
Thank you.
Oh, there she goes. She no longer cries. You stuck by me through all this without asking for so much as a penny. That's more than just being a good mate. Thank you, Lamplighter. You're a true pal. Don't be silly. I'd never ask you for money. With a weary sigh, Flutterpage inspects the critter's so-called dearest possession, which cost her so much money.
Anyways.
Is a rock.
You
reckon this really is their most dearest possession? I can't rightly say. Sarah's gonna kill me if she ever finds out I blew all our dosh on a bloomin' stone. It is a rock. It is a rock. It's just a plain old rock. I expected some shenanigans to happen, but to be fooled to spend all your money on something like this, being a treasured possession, only to find out that that possession is just a rock. What the hell?
Who's Sarah?
Oh no! She forgot her sister's name! Oh god, we don't got no time. We gotta find it.
Oh.
Oh my god! You've gotta be kidding me! That's right, she's my sister! I remember now! And you have gotta be joking! That rock really does contain that thing! I swear to god, my head hurts every time I see something stupid. But then again, stupid is what I love. Only the comedy, then. The dim light of the fireflies flickers around them as Flutterpage struggles to piece together the true meaning of that name. Yet just as quickly, her thoughts are consumed again by the chaotic void. Flutterpage! You!
I know.
I know, yeah, she knows. That ain't a good sign, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, we gotta get her name back soon. So, on to the next one, Peppy Paws. Peppy Paws. I wonder what this one is. And we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Alright, so another one. No time to lose. I don't fancy ending up some brainless twit. Don't panic, Flutterpage. Where there's a will, there's a way. Which way are the fireflies heading? This way, to the east. East? That's a bit worrying, but here's hoping I'm wrong. Why is there gonna be... Okay, so we got a point A, point B. So we need to figure out how to get to point A. We're gonna activate point A here. But we need to get to... I guess... point B is like right here. We need to activate point B, but we can't really do much here, so... Let me think. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. No. No. Yeah, I don't know what I do here. I can't activate anything until I figure this thing out here. Alright, I really can't do anything now. All because I am literally... I have to light them all up. I had the plan, but I just don't know. How do I do that? How do I go on about it? I think I already am in need of something here. I can unblock A, but I need to do something about B. I really can't do much on B because I'm already blocking it. This took me a while to figure out here, and it was a brain. It just doesn't work. So what if I just unlock the pathway to A, unblock A, because I learned that even if I undo it, it will not cut my pathway. So I do this. I can take the long route, maybe. But if I go on about it here, and I do this, no. Alright. Okay. I think I did it wrong way. But I was supposed to go into it first, pass through here, and then I click on this to unlock my pathway, and there we go. Alright. That took a little longer than I expected, but wow, it was really hard. Well, look who we have here. Tiny squirt bold enough to come sniffing around for my finest treasure. Sorry, but it's just... You will address me as pack leader! Right, pack leader! Yes, pack leader! We weren't trying to sneak a bite out of the cans, honest! I'm not talking to you too much! Go gnaw a bone somewhere else! Yes, pack leader. Right, pack leader. Flutterpage and Lamplighter watch in silence as the two dogs scamper off with their tails between their legs, because they're dogs. Yes, pack leader. The truth is, I just need to borrow your treasure for a minute. You see, some sneaky friend little fairies nicked my name, and they've got a knack for hiding things they steal in what other people treasure the most. So I'm just checking if it's there. And why do you think they enjoy hiding their spoils in such objects? I suppose it's 'cause it's worth something. They'll keep it tucked away, safe and sound, won't they? Exactly. Whatever troubles you've got with those little mischief makers is none of my business. You can borrow more treasure, but it'll cost you. Prove yourself to me in a one-on-one challenge. If you succeed, my finest treasure will be yours to borrow. I challenge you to a scratching contest. Scratch me ears, scratch me paws, scratch my belly, and I'll give you more treasure. Sorry, dog-wise. Flutterpage. Lamplighter cast a worried glance at Flutterpage. A one-on-one competition against such a powerful hulking hound hardly seems like the best course of action. After a brief moment of thought, Flutterpage nods her head with determination. Damn, I'm getting yawns. I know, Lamplighter, but it's better than coughing up more cash. I'm game.
But...
One thing. I'll get to choose the competition. Sound good to you? And what is this competition, I pray tell? Ready or not? Here I come. It's hide and seek, isn't it? At the sound of Gert's voice echoing through the factory, Flutterpage curled up in a hidden nook, presses a hand to her mouth to hide her laughter. No way she's ever gonna fall me here. I'm the hide and seek champ. One time, no one found me till it was already pitch dark and everyone just bugged off home. Cool. Look at all these tins. jellied eels, Sunday roast, toad in a hole, steak, and kidney pie. Wow.
Wow.
Shepherd's pie! That's my favorite. Mine too, to be honest. I wonder if it tastes good in a tin as a real thing. You want the only one? Every one of us pups is dying to know what it tastes like. Where'd you lot come from? Shh, keep it down, or you'll get us caught. You think you're safe here? We can smell you a mile away. Old lady's nose is the best there is. Her sniffers. Oh, so it's a she. I guess all dogs sound the same to me. Track down more troublemakers than we could count.
Oh.
You're right. You got a lot of dogs. I can't stick around here, so where should I go? After exchanging a glance, the little dogs wagged their tails. If you could do us a little favor, we might be able to help you. The reek of an old color. Worthless. A bottle? Not here either. What do we have here? Tattered clothes, ink, scraps of paper, the wind's breath, and a hint of bird. Ha ha! You're loose, runt! I found you! Gert hurls the obstacle before her side, only to reveal an empty corner. All that remains is a lone pair of familiar shoes and socks. Huh? Now!
Attack!
Yeah, attack! Give it a pet! Huh? Yeah. Oh no! Boom! Flutterpage kicks up a cloud of dust as she crashes down from above, executing a perfect ambush. Flutterpage rises over Gert, who is still sprawled out and dazed beneath her, triumphantly dusting off her skirt. That's the funny thing about searching. No one ever remembers to look up, not even dogs. I can't believe it. You actually beat Gert. Nice one! We finally got one over our leader. Yeah, we really did. Flutterpage, you'd better keep your promise. The pups bound and bark with joy around Flutterpage, while their leader snarls, springing to her feet in a fury. You little runts! What do you think you're doing? Aha! I see now. You two must have teamed up with this little squirt to sneak a bite from our tins. You've got it wrong, pack leader. You always treat us like we're still wet behind the ears. We ain't gonna steal tins no more, pack leader. We're good for something. Look, we even caught you off guard.
Yes.
Pack leader Gert. They weren't helping me just so they can nick a can of food. All they wanted in return was for me to be their witness, while they proved to you that they're right clever little puppies. That's right, we're clever little puppies. We won't steal a bite from any of the cans, and we can still lend you a paw, pack leader. So how about taking us along on the next hunt? We hate being left behind, waiting for everyone to get back. You clueless little mutts. Don't you realize that all I do for you is for your own good? So be it. I've lost, fair and square. Bring out the treasure. The calmer of the two puppies wags its tail, carrying over a sturdy-looking fang. This is the fang I lost in a scrap with that black dog of Newgate a few years back. It was my sharpest fang, but I won the day. My fangs and claws are what made me the boss here. I've always counted on them to help me whenever there's a problem. This fang is a proud reminder of that. But maybe it's made me a bit too proud. Maybe I could do an even better job of being the boss around here without it. So take it. You sure? This thing seems proper special to ya. You think I'm the type to second guess myself? Let's not drag this out. Alright, no point arguing. I suppose. It looks proper fierce after all. This could be exactly what I need. As Flutterpage expects, once she accepts the fang, those familiar glimmers surround her again. Wow!
Wow.
The 5th letter! It's here! Just 2 more to go. We're making this decent progress. You even charmed your way past Pack Leader Gert. Let's see where them glow bugs are pointing to next, eh? Funny, they're still heading east, but there's nothing else east than Cross Street, right? As their eyes meet, they come to realize what this means.
I'm thinking.
That means the rest of my name's not on Cross Street, don't it? Lamplighter bright face darkens into a frown. It's out there, where the banana nut dwells. Those little bastards. Fairies, right? Troublemakers to deceivers. Man, sucks. Okay, so alright, so we're almost there. Through the darkness we go. Alright, looks like our seventh puzzle here. Just to be sure, what's our plan? Charge to the duck, grab up the rest of my name before the banana catches us, then leg it out of there quick. Right, the banana isn't like any of the critters we faced before. We can't tackle it head on. Don't you worry, I'll remember that. So we can properly unlock the path here. Let me survey. We have now a third lantern, meaning there's 3 parts of the gates that we need to unlock. It will be either here or there to unlock it. Maybe. So we've unlocked this to unlock our first couple of paths here. So let me think. I can't go up there. I can't do much here. So proper is, I think I can go up here so I can save my thing. There ain't nothing here either. We need to, but the bug's made a beeline for it. We better hurry up. The banana nut might show up any second. Got it. I'll get to looking. So I gotta be careful about this one here. Alright. I could probably go here and there. You've gotta be here. Still nothing. What the bleeding heck? Oh. Oh, watch out!
It's the banana.
Lamplighter, leg it, quick! And then, amid the endless darkness, something briefly flickers before her eyes.
Huh?
What that's... Don't come any closer, you beast of foulest darkness! Flutterpage barely registers what's happening before Lamplighter raises her stick and strikes the earth with incredible force. A brilliant light bursts forth, banishing the darkness for a fleeting moment. Lamplighter seizes Flutterpage by the wrist. Let's get out of here! No, I can't! Yeah. What are you talking about? That thing will be at the end of you. I saw it. My name. It's there. In the depths of the dark. It's on the banana nut. Wait, no! Flutterpage! Lamplighter goes unanswered as Flutterpage... Dang, I keep mumbling. I keep messing my speeching here when saying these names. Flutterpage's trailing dress vanishes into the shadows. Again, this is my problem with my speech. A lot. So it's this way. I ain't giving up until I find it. So let's open up the other path. Methinks. I could go this way. But it's so dark in here. Right. So, another cutscene here, I believe.
Hey!
Where are ya? Her voice is consumed by the darkness, vanishing completely. No answer. Not that I thought there'd be. Being a child full of questions, darkness is a pain. It always remains silent, as if it's saying, don't ask me nothing. But I'll find ya. She moves across the grass, at first making every effort to step softly. But the silence around her is unnerving. Even the faintest crackle of crushed leaves beneath her shoes feels harsh and intrusive. Right then, if that's the way it's gonna be. And so she steps confidently into the enveloping darkness. Something is indeed lurking in the dark, as expected, bursting to life like an erupting spring. Crawling and seething, shadows spill out from every corner of the darkness.
They're coming!
Uh-oh. The slimy darkness fills Flutterpage's mouth and nose before she can resist. Even her sight is turning dark. She can't breathe, and all is black. Her consciousness begins to slip away. All around her, the darkness begins to ripple, and faint mocking laughter echoes from every side.
Look at her! Oh, child! Why would you try so hard? What for? You look ridiculous. You surely know that, don't you?
What?
Yo!
Give it up. We don't need that ring of yours as much as you think. It's nothing more than a title. Just leave it to us. This is what you wanted, isn't it?
Give up? Indeed, someone provides her with the answer. The simplest solution. All she needs to do is give up. Then she will no longer have to endure this suffering. And why shouldn't she? The once again nameless girl drifts into a fast, unyielding void. The warm darkness provides her every answer she seeks, but she has no need to ask anymore. But just as her last bit of sense fades away, a beam of light breaks through.
No! This isn't the answer I want.
I know what you're up to, and I won't fall for this time. Look out, I'm coming in! Flutterpage jumps into the depths of the dark where the voice had come from. And then, she crashes straight to the ground. Oof. Sorry about the yawning. She scrambles to her feet, paying no mind to the dirt and grass clinging to her clothes, and stares into the empty nothingness. Then she laughs. Precious.
I've got it!
I knew I was right about you all along. But Nanak, you ain't even got a body. You're just an empty shell. The whispers trail into silence. The darkness thins out, revealing a sea of stars. The night sky is lit by fireflies. Gotcha! The sixth letter! What a riot, really. I was frightened of that thing for ages, and it weren't nothing. Aw, she actually faced it. She got tough. She came out unscathed, guys. Don't worry. The daughter's safe. Flutterpage, are you alright? I'm standing here, and right as rain. Turns out, it was just frightening myself along. The banana mumbles a lot of odd things, but that's as far as it goes. Whatever mumbles on about from now on, I won't let it bother me no more. Lamplighter's eyes grow wide, and after a short pause, she finally speaks. You're amazing, Flutterpage. I knew you had it in you. Hang on. Now's not the time for the celebrating. We've only found 6 letters, but the administrator said there were 7 altogether. That means we're still missing 1 more, and we have no idea where those fairies hid it. We've got to find it fast. Despite Lamplighter's mounting anxiety, Flutterpage looks strangely relaxed. The fireflies ain't flying no more. Huh? Look, they've sunk down to the bottom of the pouch. What's going on? Shouldn't they be able to sense where their friends are? Now we're in for it. Dawn's almost breaking, but maybe we should hurry back and ask the administrator.
I think I know the answer.
Do you? Lamplighter stops in her tracks, a look of confusion settling on her face as she glances at Flutterpage. What do you mean by answer?
The answer to everything.
And what is everything? Can I get back to my puzzles? And that answer. And the answer is just easy. There we go! And at the end of it, too. Wow. Okay, so on to our final stage, the answer. Alright, this might be the last one to do in this thing, and just in time too.
You know what?
I've been thinking about all this, trying to make sense of it all. Grown-ups are always coming up with fairy tales to make us kids toe in line. Not me, though. Witches by the pond, demons under the bed. Once you've had a thought through all the whys, it ain't hard to see they're just grown-up fibs. This time, things are a tad trickier than usual. A world full of wonders, a best mate I could only dream of, a bunch of cheeky fairies, a terrifying monster, some magical trinkets, overall, one heart-pounding adventure. All those fairy tale things appeared out of nowhere, right before my eyes, like an adventure book made special for me.
If
This were a riddle, what'd the answer be? That's what I was thinking about.
so,
Do you know? You're a red herring, aren't you? You're a fairy. I'm thinking. You
Yes.
gave me a clue, didn't you?
of course.
We are. Critters have called this place home since before anyone can remember. Only thing is, it looks different to each person who enters it. Most folks can't manage to find their way into this cross tree. And it's never harder if there's no one to guide you. She's her guide, right? Right from the start, I had a feeling the critters were a bit familiar. That tomb watcher fella, the lady and her flowers, them cheeky critters at the club, and that pack leader Gert. That tomb watcher might seem big and tough, but he's softer than he looks. To him, being well thought of by the others is what mattered most.
He's just like my dad.
Oh? What I said to the tomb watcher, it's really what I've been wanting to say to me, Dad. I've always wished he wouldn't care so much about what other people think. Lamplighter is silent, watching Flutterpage as though encouraging her to continue.
The lady in the garden.
She's a bit like me mom. Though, let's be clear, my mom ain't near half as frightening.
But
She fuzzes over weaving just the same as that lady in the garden did her flowers. Mom's always knitting and weaving every day, just to make ends meet. And all the while I ain't seen her smile over one thing she made. Not even those cute little scarves. I always keep me distance, worry she might bite my head off or something. But I know she's working herself to the bone for us, and I just wish she could find a bit happiness in her work again. I guess I ought to tell her that those scarves of hers are beautiful. As for Gert, I know exactly who she is. My sister Sarah. She's so bloomin' proud of herself, and everything's gotta go her way. And like Gert did with those pups, she always treats me like I'm just a kid. Sometimes that really ticks me off.
if
There's a chance. I suppose I'll try to surprise Sarah, hiccups, and make her proud of me, just like how them puppies did with their boss. Flutterpage gives a cheeky grin and makes a silly face at Lamplighter. She achieves the desired effect, and Lamplighter laughs gently. How about the others?
the rest.
Well, them critters at the club are a bit like my schoolmates. Every day's the same with them, jabbering about the same old rubbish. They all look and sound alike to me, like they was just repeating each other. Drive me barn me, they do. Maybe I was wrong about them, like I was those critters. For all their chattering, that little stone really was their dearest possession. Otherwise, the fireflies wouldn't have hidden there. And that library lady, the one who reckons she knows it all, maybe she does got all the answers, but I ain't gonna go asking every little thing. And who's to say she ain't just feeding me loud old cobblers? I'd have no way of telling. I gotta figure these sorts of answers for myself. So,
I suppose.
The administrator's a bit like me, ain't she? I shouldn't be relying on people for everything. It's my job to find me own answers. Now that's a very interesting thought. So then, who's left? The Bananok. Though I still ain't sure what it is, to be honest, but I've got a strange feeling about it. What a creepy thing, going after kids without names. It whispered all sorts of rubbish to me, like give up, trying to make me stay here forever. I guess that's got something to do with you, don't it? Eyes slightly wide open, Lamplighter seems to have heard an unexpected answer. Flutterpage is also confused by her reaction. Oh, you telling me that ain't so? I'm just curious. Why'd you think it had anything to do with me? I suppose because you because you said this thing was horrible, but it turned out, I guess I'm wrong. It isn't you, not exactly. Maybe it's those fears in your mind that you only think are scary. I'm not sure how to put it, but it's all those scary and annoying things we gotta face sometimes. Flutterpage flaves her arms in the air, hoping to find the right word for the strange entity, but nothing ever quite fits. Then you're saying I'm the one behind all this? I'm the big baddie? I didn't say nothing like that.
Because everything here.
Flutterpage flings her arms wide open, like she's drawing a line from one edge of the world to the other.
None of it's real.
Come on. Of course it's all made-up nonsense. Fun nonsense, but still, I'm 11 years old, you know.
So...
Then what is all this? That's the question I've been turning over in me head all this time.
I'm thinking...
When did all this start? It weren't on that strange cross street, and it weren't in the woods where the Bananok started chasing us. It was right here.
I suppose...
Maybe it's 'cause I opened this bag here. That's when all this started. You're saying it all started with that little pouch. That's what I reckoned at first, until I remembered the story about the lake. Sure
Yes.
about witches dragging people into the water, and fairies thieving stuff. There are loads of them. But I remembered something. Dad told me one of the saddest stories of them all.
The tale says...
Years ago, there was a little girl, just about my age, and well, she went through a lot of horrible things.
She was sad and disappointed.
So off she goes to the lake, leaving all the things what made her miserable behind for good.
That's why...
The grown-ups don't want other kids coming around here. You're the girl, aren't you? On the story. 'Cause that little girl was you, wasn't it? Yeah, I was right. So, it didn't begin with the bag. It was me lying here, making that wish. I was down in the dumps back then. I made a wish to fly off to someplace different.
I want to be like you.
Then I could fly. Fly off somewhere else.
Might be.
Somewhere else. There's an exciting adventure waiting for me, far away from all these worries.
Could
Take
you?
me there?
You're here all because I made a wish. It was you.
That's my name. So, also I'd forget the past and stay here with you. In this, somewhere else. The
Lamplighter.
last letter of my name. You've got it in your hand, ain't you? That I do.
That I do.
Why? She needed a friend. Lamplighter unclenches her hand, and the last lost flitter of light escapes. This is the last letter of your name. Take it, and you won't forget anything about yourself. You can go back to where you came from. But is that what you really want? Your world isn't like this one. It doesn't hold the same kind of beauty. You've seen that by now, haven't you?
There's a limit to what your winds can clear. You won't find an answer to every question. Stay with me, won't you?
You never have a dull moment. I swear it. You'd be happy every day. Doesn't that sound wonderful? I'm afraid it isn't. It may sound like a beautiful dream, but no.
Sorry.
Thanks for the invite, for answering me wish, but I suppose I don't truly want to leave my home behind. Because of your family.
Yes.
They may drive me up the wall, but I still love them, don't I? But it's not just because of them. When we met, remember me saying I couldn't wrap my head around Sarah's "there's no why"? I said grown-ups must have known sometimes there weren't no why. But that's a load of rubbish. Truth is, I know the answer. I've only been hiding from it. So what do you think of the answer is? That is, there's no why without a reason why. Your answer is even more of a tongue twister than the question. Lamplighter smiles, not in the same dark way as before. It makes Flutterpage want to smile along with her. And so Flutterpage chuckles along. I know, I was thinking the same thing. But that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. I'm sure of that. I ain't saying Sarah and the others are lying. There's no why might well be her answer, but that don't mean it's gotta be mine. Nothing will stop me finding the answer myself.
Nothing will stop me finding the
Damn it.
answer myself.
I'll keep thinking and asking questions, even if no one can answer me. That is a wonderful answer. You've really surprised me, Flutterpage. With a soft chuckle, Lamplighter finally lets the firefly stumble its way over to Flutterpage. It settles on Flutterpage's shoulder and blends into the moonlight, lighting up the lingering darkness in the girl's heart. My friend, Liberti Grove, you did it. You've chosen a different path, one I couldn't choose for myself. And I respect your decision, and I wish you all the best from the bottom of my heart. It's alright. This is just a parting of ways. I've grown used to it.
Lamplighter.
Aw, don't... Give her a hug. Come on, just give her a hug. Aw. Don't make that sad face, Liberti. After this, you'll forget all about me and what happened here. And then you'll meet new friends and go on new adventures. But that's only fair. You're a sweet girl, and you deserve to have many more friends. Hang on, new friends or not, you're still my best mate. I'll never forget you. Flutterpage's frantic words fall on deaf ears as Lamplighter offers nothing but a smile. A silent, broken smile. It's time. She raises her stick again and strikes the ground. You shall not pass. Though she does so gently this time, the sound of the staff striking the ground rings deafeningly in Flutterpage's ears. The lamp in Lamplighter's hand erupts with light, casting a brilliance far surpassing anything before it.
This is...
The sun! It's rising! Yes, it's time to awaken from your dream.
No.
I still have more than I want to say.
Goodbye, my
Goodbye.
friend.
I'm gonna miss you. It's too bad that she's not a playable character, though. But is that a mom? No, Ollie. Oh. This ain't a chicken coop, and I'm not your bleeding rooster. Now get up, you little so-so. Oh, she's back in the city. Sis, I'm sent you out for a bit of shopping, and instead you stay out all night. All 'cause you got a scolding. You decided to turn into a little runaway riffraff. Have you any idea how long we've all been searching for you? You're in for it now. What? Wait, I've been gone a whole night. Indeed, the morning light shines warmly, but for Liberti, the events of the previous night have faded into a blank haze. Was it the sweets? All this on account of me saying I wouldn't let you get any. With a sharp frown, Sarah fishes out a handful of candies and slaps them into Liberty's palm. There you go. And here I thought I was teaching you all about the value of money. We're not made of the stuff, but we're not penniless either. If you're so desperate for a bit of candy, speak up instead of pulling stunts like this. She is confused. What? Not enough for you? Let me tell you right now. Don't you dream of expecting an apology from me. I didn't have me hopes up for nothing. Still, thanks, sis. Liberty puts up the candy in her pocket and discovers something else within. Did I fold this? Liberty looks at the bird, and a faint memory surfaces. She set this bird free, letting it fly into the sky. And for that moment, in her memory, someone else was there with her. A sensation lingers in Liberty's heart, leaving her feeling as though she has lost something. She unfolds the paper bird in her hands. Potatoes, bread, 3 cans of beans, cabbage, carrots, and her eyes lock in place. At the very bottom of the shopping list, a line of elegant handwriting stands out from the scroll above it. Flutterpage. What's a Flutterpage? It's a bird. It's you. The familiar bird from before returns. It lands on Liberty's shoulder, tilting its head as its shiny eyes meet hers. Like a spark cutting through the fog, a vivid memory leaps to life in Liberty's mind. A name.
This is...
Aw, look at his smile. My other name. Though her recollections are still hazy, an inexplicable feeling reveals the answer to her. It is a gift, sent to her from her mysterious friend, wrapped in the most beautiful of blessings. The little bird flutters its wings and alights from her shoulder. It glides up over the leaves and soars above the streets of London, riding the wind into the distant horizon. And thus began her daydream of flying. Alright, so that is pretty much the end of that. And I got all my rewards in this one as well. And just in time too, because why not? So, with that in hand, I am very happy to say that is the end of the video. So, I just want to say thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like or dislike. Any comments will be helpful, and if you're new to the channel, please support my channel by clicking that subscribe button. If you enjoy my narrations, my commentary, got hiccups bad, any gameplay I like to play, and if you enjoyed the stories, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. Which part of it do you like? Which part makes you a bit sad? Because apparently, in this event, the 2 characters in this event, I guess you could say, had a meaning. Like, I believe in the trailer. Why is it about birds? Like, now Flutterpage, I guess she was meant to be more than being on the ground, I guess. She is, I guess you could say, the definition of a free bird. Of freedom. Like, she wants to fly. And she achieves that. That's why she always rides with the wind. That's how she flies. And then there's Willow. It just dawned to me as well. Like, in the story, it mentions that she was this black swan that is lifeless. Because a black swan, you know how it goes, like with ballerina things, like dancers or whatever you call it. There's always a white swan and a black swan. Not sure what the meaning of that terminology is, but she became a black swan when she lost her leg in that fateful day. And she's a black swan with a broken wing, while Flutterpage is a bird of I guess you could say a flightless bird that is meant to soar the skies, meant to fly. And she did achieve that. And it's weird too. That's just one of the things I actually did. And officially, this is truly the end of the event of the Chronicles of Uluru, London. I've already completed Night's Escapades on Cross Street, and I've already completed on Willow Story. There's nothing more to do other than trying Reveries in the Rain, which is basically Tower. Puppet Arena, I didn't like. Then Journey into the Fog, it's just another way of earning more rewards. So with that, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the new video. Until then, I think I might come back into this game so I can continue on with Chapter 8. Because, from what I could tell, there's going to be a new event that's coming out. Not sure if it's a new chapter, but I think it might be a new event. And a new character is already being out here as well. It involves music. I'm not too sure. But apparently, from the looks of the trailer, we might be going onto the Titanic. Or something like that. So, I bid you farewell. Good night. Good morning. Have a great weekend. And I will see you in the next video.